Hi all, welcome to lecture number 5 of this BEEE course, Unit 5 Semiconductors. We are discussing. So far we have completed types of semiconductors, PN junction diode, Zener diode, and in the last class we have started rectifiers part, that is half wave rectifier. Quickly recall that part of a rectifier. This is simple circuit, single diode we need it. This is the output load. Half wave rectifier, half of the total wave we will get, it means half wave only we are getting as output side, remaining of is we are losing it. So this is the half wave rectifier output waveform. In the last class we have discussed analysis part also, output DC power divided by output AC power, that is rectification efficiency. Out of total power available in the load, how much DC content you have, that is rectification efficiency. So the answer we got it 40.6%. Almost 60% of the total power available at this is not useful, means not DC side. So out of total power only 40% is only DC. These are the derivations we got it. Output voltage, that is V maximum by pi, output current I maximum by pi. The RMS voltage output V maximum by 2, RMS current, that is I maximum by 2. The DC output power V naught average into I naught average. Output AC power, that is RMS, V naught RMS into I naught RMS. Without taking diode forward bias resistance, is the 40.6%, it is the rectification efficiency. The peak inverse voltage, the diode has to withstand the maximum reverse bias voltage, that is V maximum. So this is about half wave rectifier. Now we discuss full wave rectifier. Full wave means entire waveform will be rectified. See this is the waveform input we are giving. Output side full waveform we will get it. How it is happen we will discuss it. First type, center tapped rectifier. Center tapping. Tapping means taking a point. It may be water tap. You can have the water connection at any point. So here tapping means the voltage point. I can have at this point 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, whatever. So center tapping means center point 50% tapping I am taking. So this part V in voltage I am taking. So remaining 50% also V in voltage. So this is the voltage available at the secondary of this transformer, center tapped transformer, right? Two diodes I am going to use in this circuit, D1, D2, right? So these two diodes will make a complete waveform rectification process. How it is going to happen, we will discuss it. This is the output resistance. The available voltage is the input voltage V in into N2 by N1 ratio divided by 2. Why? Because it is center tapped, right? Divided by 2. Peak inverse voltage 2Vm. How we are getting, we will discuss. This is the bridge rectifier, that also we will discuss, right? Center tapped rectifier. When supply is given to this circuit during positive half cycle, means this is the positive half cycle when it is given. This is the positive potential applied. This is the diode D1. It is getting short circuit, means forward bias. D1 is in forward bias mode. At the same time, this is positive and negative. This positive is given to the cathode of this diode D2, means this D2 will be reverse biased. It is open circuited. See this, during positive off cycle, upper part of this circuit is conducting. Clear? So the D2 is idle now, right? So the output voltage available means whatever voltage V in is getting from this off winding of the secondary of the transformer, entire voltage will be applied here at the output side. This is the output waveform. At the same time, what D2 does, yes, it will be open circuit. What is the peak inverse voltage? The safest voltage of a diode which we can apply in the reverse bias, right? Safest means that is the below maximum point, below the breakdown voltage. So the D2, what is the maximum voltage? We can calculate by using KVL. See, this is the one loop, this is the second loop. I take this loop, second loop. So minus plus V in, minus plus V in. So entire winding voltage is applied across this diode during positive off cycle. Why? Because D1 is short circuited. So entire voltage applied means V in plus V in, 2 V in. In the reverse bias mode, the maximum voltage is V maximum. So 2 Vm. The diode D2 is getting voltage stress of 2 Vm during positive off cycle. Okay. Next, during negative off cycle, what happens? This diode D1 is acting as now open circuit. D2 will be short circuit, forward bias. So this is positive and negative, just reverse to the earlier case. Positive negative, here positive negative. So positive is applied here, negative is applied, as usual diode D2 will be forward biased. Here negative is applied to the anode of this diode D1, this is reverse biased. So D1 is open circuit, D2 is short circuit. So now D2 will conduct. This is not a correct one. The current will flowing like this. Okay. Yes, this is current is flowing. At the same time, the D1 has to withstand the total voltage V in plus V in, 2 V in. The maximum voltage is 2 Vm. So D2 and D1, these two diodes should be designed such that the total winding voltage, that is 2 Vm, that is peak inverse voltage. So I want to conclude here, the output voltage available is during positive off cycle we are getting this waveform. During negative off cycle we are getting this waveform. Means combinedly, if you combine these two, you will get full cycle, that is the full wave rectifier. This is the complete waveform. Now the second type, bridge rectifier. Why it is bridge? Yes, in measurements subject we discuss, this is a bridge. The output resistance will be connected here. So the diodes, we connect each arm of the bridge. The center side, center arm, we connect the output load resistance, right? So D1 D2 will be in same direction, D3 D4 will be in same direction, right? How it is working? Just as usual, during positive off cycle, what happens? This is positive, this is negative. The positive potential is applied here. This is anode. Yes, it will be getting forward bias. This positive is applied here, this cathode. Obviously this is reverse biased. Next, the positive potential virtually applied here, this is anode. So D1 D2 I can say forward biasing. Next, this positive potential is virtually applied is to the cathode of this D4. This is also reverse biased. D3, D4 will be reverse biased. D1, D2 will be forward biased. That we can see. Yes, it is open circuited. D1, D2 are short circuited. So we can see the path how current is flowing. Yes, output voltage will be whatever voltage you given here, that is the V maximum, it will be applied. This is the up to the V maximum of this waveform. So this is the current conducting path. But what about peak inverse voltage? Peak inverse voltage of the diode D3, D4, if you want to calculate, yes, what is the voltage applied across this? Just apply here one circuit from this point. This is the path of this circuit or loop if you take it. So D3, D4 combinedly facing this voltage and this voltage. So minus plus both are adding. So 2 Vm combinedly they are facing the voltage of 2 Vm. So each diode will be Vm. So D3 peak inverse voltage Vm only. D4 peak inverse voltage is Vm only, maximum voltage only. So in this way you can say peak inverse voltage of this diode in bridge rectifier. It is less as compared to that one. What is center tapped rectifier? You need to design the diode with the 2 Vm. But here in bridge rectifier Vm is sufficient. So this is the output waveform. D1 is D2 are conducting. And next, during negative half cycle, yes, this is the supply side, negative half cycle, how it is going to work we will discuss. Yes, negative half cycle is the positive potential applied here. This is the anode, positive is connected to the anode of the D4, means D4 will be forward biased. Positive is connected D3 also, D3, D4 will be forward biasing. This positive potential is applied to D2, it is reverse biased. So D1, D2 will be reverse biasing, D3, D4 forward biasing. Yes, so current is flowing like this. This is the path current will flow. Path current will flow. Remember, in the earlier case also current is flowing in this way only, right to left side. In this case, in the negative half cycle case also, right to left only, means your current direction is not going to change. Older direction also not going to change. It is DC only. Output is DC only. So output voltage is this one. So the positive voltage, both are positive. And 2 cycles we are getting, 2 half cycles we are getting. It is complete full wave rectifier. Okay, yes, this is the output voltage across this resistance. As compared to half wave rectifier, it is the full cycle we are getting. So what about analysis, all those things also we will do now. Right. The voltage, current, power equations of full wave rectifier. Rectifier output, actually we need DC, but AC content also we are getting. So what is AC content? What is DC content? One by one we will derive it. So first we do V0 RMS, output voltage RMS. It is very simple. Root of mean of square values, all squared values. Suppose this is the waveform 0 square, 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square up to Vm square. If you make all square values and add it and do a mean of it. So the mean of square values can be done by using this formula, 1 by t into integral g0 to t v square dt. Right? So addition, all square values addition by using this formula, integration. Mean, root mean square, mean value can be done by 1 by T. So root, finally you need to apply the root, right? So we have complete waveform 0 to pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, like that complete waveform sine wave is presenting in every half cycle. So I can take the time period as 0 to pi, and this waveform is V is equal to V maximum sine omega t. So squared values, but so square d omega t. So finally you will get V maximum square into pi by 2. So pi and pi will be cancelled out. So V maximum square by 2 under root. So V maximum by root 2 is answer. In the same way, I naught RMS is equal to just simple Ohm's law, Vm by root 2 into RL. This is about AC content, means total power. Next, what is DC content available at the output load resistor? Yes, V0 DC or V0 average. What is average? Sum of all the values. How to sum up? Yes, by doing integration. Because it is an analytical function, I cannot add 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I cannot add. By using integration formula, I can add it by using an analytical function. So 0 to t, that is 0 to pi, v dt is equal to v maximum sine omega. This is the sine function. V maximum sine omega t d omega t. This is the summing part. How to apply mean? Sum by the total number. This is the length, base length. This is the 0 to pi length. 1 by pi. I am going to take it. So finally you will get, if you do this integration, you will get 2 into Vm. So final answer is 2 Vm by pi, 63.6% of V maximum. This is the I naught average, right? So that is simple Ohm's law, 2 Vm by pi into RL. Right. Right. Output DC power. It is V naught average into I naught average, or V naught DC into I naught DC. So these two we have already derived it. So 2 Vm by pi, 2 Vm by pi into RL. So 4 by pi square into Vm square by RL. This is the output DC power available at this resistor. Next, what about AC power output available? That is the total power, including harmonics, DC, even odd harmonics, everything. So AC power available is V0 RMS into I naught RMS. RMS value Vm by root 2. I naught for it by RL. So Vm square by 2. RL is the output AC power. If you take the DC power available at the resistor divided by the total AC power at that resistor only, if you take the ratio of these two, you will get it as 8 by pi square. That is 81.2%. Means out of 100% of total available power, 81% in this waveform is DC type only. So our rectifier efficiency is 81.2% is good. So this calculation we have done without taking the resistance of these two diodes or resistance of these four diodes. We are taking as ideal diodes. Forward bias resistance is 0 we are taking. So half wave rectifier efficiency is 40.6%. Full wave rectifier efficiency is 81.2%. It is good actually. Half wave rectifier, it is very simple circuit, single diode it is required. Peak inverse voltage is also Vm. But in full wave rectifier, if you see, we need two diodes, but here peak inverse voltage is 2 Vm. Means the diode has to withstand 2 times to the supply voltage. Next here Vm only. But the number of diodes here we require is 4. Require is 2 only. The half wave rectifier is simple rectifier circuit. These two are not simple as compared to that one. So the results of this full wave rectifier: output voltage average, that is 2 Vm by pi, output current 2 Im by pi, output RMS voltage, that is Vm by root 2, output RMS current, that is Im by root 2. The DC power available, that is V naught average into I naught average. AC output power is V naught RMS into I naught RMS. The final value is rectification efficiency 81.2%. Peak inverse voltage for center tapped is 2 Vm, for bridge it is Vm only. So this is it for the rectifier side. In the next class we are going to discuss the transistors. Thank you very much. Any doubts, please ask me in WhatsApp. Thank you.